I'm Edward Musio, CEO of Group Harmonics, and I'm going to tell you about the 6 hidden factors of motivation. Have you ever worked with somebody who seemed a little bit untrustworthy? Maybe like they valued the wrong things, or you couldn't predict what they were going to do? It may not have been a trust issue at all. You may have been having a conflict of motivation. Motivation is like the part of the iceberg that works under the surface. You can't see it like this part, but it's down here under the surface and it's driving the behaviors and actions you see above. Now, motivation can be understood, and understanding it can help you to understand what your coworkers are doing and thinking. Turns out each of us is motivated by some combination of one or two of 6 simple factors. The first one of those factors is called truth. People who are strong in the truth factor, or what we call truth passionate, are all about learning the right answers. This can look like getting a higher education, like I've drawn here, or just answering the question why something works the right way or what the right answer is. The second factor is called results. People who are results passionate focus on things like the bottom line. They want to know about ROI, return on investment, and they want to spend their time and money wisely. The third factor is called power. Power passionate people are very focused upon their own role. They ask about me. What's my role in a situation? How do I influence the outcome? What's my authority? The fourth factor is called assistance. Assistant passionate people are focused on helping others. They want to find other people, find out what their needs are, and find out how they can help. The fifth factor is called form. Form passionate people are very attentive to their own subjective experience. Now that can be the experience of the people and things around them. That can be the experience of harmony on a team or the decorations on the walls. But something about their subjective experience, which I'll abbreviate here, it has to be positive. And finally, the sixth factor is called structure. Structure passionate people are motivated to find a consistent, straightforward, repeatable way of doing things to produce the same results over and over again by following guiding principles. Now you can see right away there's some conflict built in here. If you're all about doing things the same way every time, and you have an employee who only cares about finding the right way to do things, even if it changes, that's going to be a conflict. Or if your boss is all about power and having authority, and all you care about is doing what has the best bottom line impact, again, there's going to be a conflict. What can you do about this? Well, you can't change someone's motivation, but there are 2 things you can do to help the situation. The first is you can learn. You can learn what motivates somebody else, and the way to do that is by asking the question, why? Let's say someone tells you he considers himself a novice environmentalist. Ask why. If he says, I consider myself a novice environmentalist because I like the experience of trees and nature and other people should share that, that's a form-passionate answer. If his environmentalism is because he thinks that whoever controls the natural resources controls the world, that's a power-passionate answer. If the focus on natural resources is all about the fact that trees produce oxygen that we need to survive, that's a very practical, very results-passionate answer. By asking the question why, you can learn what motivates somebody else. Even if you can't learn somebody else's motivation, you can and should advertise your own. For example, instead of saying, I'm worried about these numbers, say, I'm someone who's very focused on bottom line return on investment. As a result, I'm paying a lot of attention to the numbers. Or instead of saying, we're all over the place on this, say, I'm somebody who's very motivated to do things consistently and repeatably. As a result, I'm concerned that our process is varying so much. By learning other people's motivational factors when you can, and by advertising yours whenever you can, you bring motivation above the surface. You make it overt and transparent as to what's motivating you and what's motivating the other person. So the next time you're working with somebody and you're having a hard time understanding where they're coming from or feeling a little distrustful of them, take a moment, try and learn their motivation, try to advertise yours. When you do, you'll notice the communication will improve, and so will trust.